Yo, we're back. Well, at least nothing else. At least we got the fifth quarter in all weekend, right? So, let's get into it. We had some good games in week 7, and I expect more good games in week 8, because right now we are at that halfway mark of the season, and right about now it's time to, whatever kinks you need to work out, it's about that time for you to have them worked out, and it's time to move forward and make a playoff push for all those that's in the position to make a playoff push. So we're gonna get into it. But before I get into it, let me just say, it's important to schedule games, and I'm gonna give you an example why. Someone, right? Like, he tried to get slick. He asked the dude. When he could play, right? So the dude was like, "Yo," I forget what time he said, but I'm just gonna give you an example. Dude said, "Yo, I can't play." The dude said, "Yo, I can't play. I only could play like from let's say he said 4 to 8, right? But he was setting the dude up, right? He said, "I only play 4 to 8." So then the other dude was like, "Yo, I can only play 4 to 8." Right? He was like, "That's the time I'm available." Meanwhile, he don't even know the other dude was just saying that just to lure him in. So once the dude was like, "Yo, those are the only hours I can play," my man switched it up and was like, "Nah. Matter of fact, when can you wait, what did he do?" He said, "Yeah, I'm only available." He said, "I'm only available 4 to 8." Right? So the other dude was acting like he was only available outside that time. So then homie was like, "Alright, matter of fact, better yet, bet we could play at your time." And then all of a sudden, dude was crickets. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's very important to schedule up a time, because you get people that get slick. You got to be careful of how you say things to people, because if you tell somebody, "Yo, I can only play after 6," don't be surprised if an opponent be like, "Yo, well, that's the only time I can only play before then." Just so he could be an inconvenience to what you saying it is. So, sometimes you ain't got to tell people what times you're available. Just try to set up a time, and go from there. So, we know we got guys that try to get slick, and some guys try to get a fair sim and things like that. We know those guys exist. That's just what it is. Like, some dudes just don't have the heart, even when it comes to a silly video game. But it happens, and no need to throw a parade about it. I'm just speaking on it just to let it be known, like, how you got some people that operate. That's all. But let's get into the recap. And first up, this was an upset. And before this game was played, I said if the Cowboys want to challenge Washington in that division at all, these are the games that they must win. And I said that K. Lou is a good player when K. Lou shows up. I've said that. You know what I'm saying? I've said that. But this is one of them situations. This is one of them situations where it's like, I spoke on it, and then look, it happened. In order for you to beat, when you're in a division with somebody that's like, the head of that division, you gotta knock down them other guys in your division. It's a must. This is the type of loss that will not allow Dallas to win the division. Trust me when I tell you, because you got your hands full of Washington, and then you lose to the Eagles, a team that's in 3rd in that division, who's been off to a slow start. So these are the type of losses that hurt bad for the season. Now, this don't mean that this is the end of the Cowboys season by any stretch of the mean. They could play for a wild card. But But I'm just saying, when you want to threaten for the division, certain games you must win. And this was a must win for Dallas on that aspect, but not a must win for playoff purposes. And, it ain't the end of the world if you don't win the division, because the main thing is just get in. That's what it's about. But good win for the Eagles, man. I always talk about K-Lou being a dangerous player. Just that K-Lou been inconsistent all year with playing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he'll play a couple of games, he'll miss a couple of games. He'll play a couple of games, he'll miss a couple of more games. I mean, if he just play consistently, I think he'll be a much better player than what I pretty much already have him as. I already have him as a pretty good player. So, if he just stay consistent, he'll lock in and be even more dangerous. But good win for the Eagles. Then we had Dolphins and Patriots. Dolphins, new to the league, been down for about a week or two now. Got a good win. Malma is a team that struggles. I mean, it's a guy that struggles. So if I'm Miami, I don't make. Excuse me, y'all. I don't make too much of this, but at the same time, hey, a win is better than a loss. So I'll take it if I'm the Dolphins. Then we had third world. Bucks win against Big Train, New Orleans Saints. Big Train, they've been having a pretty solid season. I'm happy to see him compete. Like I said, I think he's a better player than what he's been showing. Came up a little short this game, but dust the dirt off, clean yourself up, and come back next week. But Bucks got this one at home by 6. Then we had Titans and Chargers. I spoke about the Chargers, I believe, falling off in the second half of the season. They got smashed in this one, 33-7. Titans jumped all over them. Titans, one of the hottest teams in the league. They're on like a 6-game win streak along with the Texans. So, Texans on a 7-game win streak now because they won. But, this is a good win for the Titans, man. They definitely competing with the Texans in that division. If I'm the Chargers, I just shake this one off and just get ready for the next one. Sometimes when you get beat like this, it's best to not even focus too much on it. Just shake it off and just come back and get prepared for next week. Hold on, did I go back too far? All right, now. Then we got Browns and Ravens, and like I say, man, if it's one team, I don't think Ravens has lost to anybody more than he lost to the Browns in all since season 1, and we in season 3. The Ravens lost to the Browns more than any other team in this league. I mean, well, for one, they play each other twice a year, but Cleveland has gotten the best of the Ravens, man, and I don't know what it is about this Browns team that give the Ravens problems, but he's been a problem for the Ravens. Good win for the Browns, man. I would love to see him, pull off a nice little win streak from this win, because we all know Money Mascot is a great player. He's a dangerous player. He's the type of guy that can put up many points, if you allow him. So Browns been doing a number on this Ravens team, and I know pretty much what the Ravens is missing over here compared to his other teams. But hey, man, that's what makes great players. You got to adjust to what you have, and Money Mascot still does his thing with Baltimore. He still does his thing with them, but they just lack something. I know what he like. I've been playing with him for a while, so I know what they're missing. It's not my job to speak on it. I'm not the GM over anything, but I see what's going on. But at the same time, he's still a dangerous player. And I got to tip my hat to the Browns, man. Great division win. And you put yourself in the position to battle for this division for the season. Then we had myself against Pearl, the Cardinals. Big win for us right here, because both of us is one game behind the division leader in our division. And with that, And with that being said, I felt like this was a big game for both of us because the loser of this game was going to be down 2 games out of first, and hey, our defense showed up and showed out, man. This Bronco team, from last season, from season 1, we put a lot of work into building up, filling up as many holes as we could, and I think we did a pretty good job over there. We still got work to do, but we came a long way from season 1, and I like this team, and I think we can compete with anybody. If we come in and play our style of ball, and this week performance showed just that. Good win for my Broncos. And that was the recap of Week 7. Now let's get into the Week 8 predictions. I just looked at the comment. Somebody left. He said, "Yo, Money Mascot ain't got the speed." Yeah, that's definitely a big component over there. And like I say, you gotta adjust when you ain't got the right pieces that you need. You gotta play a certain style. You gotta play a certain way. I know for me, there's teams I got where I have more speed than others, and teams that I don't have the speed on, I know what type of adjustments I gotta make, and I don't want to get into it because I ain't trying to bail nobody out. I'm trying to compete just like everybody else, but I know what I gotta do. I know what type of scheme I gotta start running when I don't have the speed opposed to when I do. Now, it sounds simplistic. It sounds like a real easy thing to do, but trust me, a lot of guys is not able to call an audible. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as though it's easy as it sounds, but I just know certain things that I gotta do when I don't have the speed. But yeah, speed plays a factor with some guys, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a little more than that also. It ain't just the speed, it's also something else, that he's missing over there. But yeah, you got it, bro. You know what I mean? He definitely missing the speed that he would like to have, but so yeah, let's get into Week 8. Let's get into Week 8 predictions. We got K-Lou coming off a big win over the Cowboys. On the road again this week. Was on the road last week. Now he's going into New Orleans to play Big Train. I think Eagles coming to this game with a lot of confidence, and I think he pulls it out. I like the way Big Train been playing, but sometimes, I always tell you, these games comes down to who comes in the game with more swag and more confidence. Saints coming off a loss, not a blowout loss, a tough loss, but the Eagles pulled off a good win. I know he knows that was a good win because that was a division win. He knows the Cowboys was ahead of him in that division. So I know he coming to this game feeling good. I'm going with the Eagles to win this one 24-17 over the Saints. Next we got Manners, Jaguars going against Titans. The hot Tennessee Titans at that. I'm going with the Titans to win this one pretty big. I'll go Titans 38, Jags 7. Next we got Dolphins and Bills. Will going against Big Rico. Yeah, I seen Big Rico and E-Ball going at it in the chat about the whole scheduling thing, and then E-Ball, you said that he don't get the force, but I tagged you, bruh, and I tagged you and asked you to show me proof of when you tagged him. He showed proof when he tagged you, but you never show anything about when you tagged him. I mean, I don't know if you was just playing around, which is fine, but at the same time, sometimes, bro, just, even if you're going to play around, at least come back and say, nah, I'm just messing around, give him the win. Because, it's not good to just play around and try to jerk somebody out of a forced win when you know they should get it. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with nobody joking around saying that somebody shouldn't get it. But if you know that person should get it, I would at least expect you to come back in the chat and be like, nah, here's win. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I fear simmed it, that would have been wrong. But even if he was supposed to get a forced win, it's your fault for not letting me know. You know what I'm saying? Even I don't know if it was this league or the other league, when you tagged me and said why you keep getting losses against people that don't respond, But bro, at the same time, before I advance these leagues, as anyone see, I go at the chat and let it be known if I don't hear from something by this time, I'm going to advance. It's not like I jump in the chat and say, "Yo, anybody need force win?" and then 5 minutes later I'm advancing. I chat. I go at the chat several times to get people with time to respond. You understand? Now, I keep telling y'all, I don't never put this game in the way of what people got going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? We all know that's not even something. That's not even a conversation. That's not even a thought about that. So it's not even about putting this game before anything else. It's just a game. But I will say this: if you are in the league, that means you are committing yourself to something, right? So all I expect for you to do is just tell me, or let me know what's what. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we all know we're in the league. You understand? I don't care what you got going on in your life. I'm in the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the league on Madden. Yo, I ain't even playing my game. Let me let the commission know. Yo, my opponent get the force. I mean, saying, how hard is that? And then if you don't get a chance to do it, that's fine. But don't jump in the chat after I advance and say, yo, why didn't I get the win or why didn't I get the loss? Now, some of y'all is honorable. Some of y'all would say, yo, my bad, I didn't let you know. It's all good. I've had guys do that. Yo, I should have got the force, but I ain't let you know, so I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta let me know. I always tell you, help me, help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be 100 messages in these chat. Y'all can't always expect me. Well, you can't expect me at all to go back and browse through every single chat to see. Like, how hard is it to send me a DM? Or even when the day of events, how hard is it to jump in the chat and say something? You know what I'm saying? Help me, help y'all. And that's it. It'll be a smooth transition. Now, Big Rico did get the win over you, E-Ball. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you felt like he should know, then that's on you to let me know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't jump in the chat 4 hours later and then decide to show me, because that's not fair for me to hold up the league to wait till I hear from you for hours later. So he seemed like he was the aggressor. I know you're not running from Rico. So if y'all didn't play, if you didn't get a chance to, I already know that means you was busy. But just, you know what I'm saying, let it be known. That's all. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It's not a hard thing to figure out, man. Like I said, I don't try to put this league or any of these games before anything. It's not even a conversation. Anything about life, that's automatic off the top. That's off the top. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you are in the league, you are committing yourself to something. So all I expect you to do is just say, yo, I get the force with the proof, or say, yo, give my opponent the force. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me is that nobody could never say I jerked them out of a win when they came to playing me. There's been times I gave up force wins to my opponent plenty of times. And that's just being real. You understand what I'm saying? If I know I couldn't play, and what I mean by that is this also, and I can't believe I even got to speak on this, but if I advance today, like today I advance on a Sunday, and you don't hit your opponent to the day of advance, that does not count as a valid attempt to play. So you don't get no credit for that. If your opponent hits you up the day of advance or the day after, and you don't respond to the day of advance, that's not a fair sim if he can't play. I mean, I'm pretty sure that should be self-explanatory, and I've went over this before, but I see sometimes I gotta say it again. So I'm saying it again. If you don't respond to your opponent to the day of advance, and all of a sudden your opponent cannot play, and he hit you prior to that, that is not a fair sim. You don't get credit for hollering at somebody the day of advance, because I'm gonna keep it real. If I holler at my opponent before the day of advance, and I don't hear from him at all before day of advance, in my mind, I'm already thinking we're not going to play. So therefore, I'm not going out my way to try to schedule something the day of advance. You know what I'm saying? That's my win. That's just plain and simple. And that's how I move. That's how I operate. So it's not a hard thing to do. But some guys just hate to give up the win for whatever reason. They hate to give up the win. I mean, they'll try to juggle life and the game. And I ain't talking about E-Ball in this aspect. I'm speaking about other people. There are people that know they got a lot going on, knowing they can't play, and still would try to get a fair sim or something instead of just saying, yo, give my opponent the win. Why are y'all trying to juggle real life and the game? If real life outweighs the game by 1,000,000%, which I believe it should, then why are we trying to hold on for a win in a video game instead of just giving it up? Some things I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. It's not nothing. It's not nothing that's I'm talking about that I haven't spoken about before. But every now and then I feel like I gotta go and touch up on a few things that I touched up on before. You know, for the most part, my leagues anyway are pretty smooth. That's why I'm able to run 3. Because trust me, if it was a really hard thing to do, I couldn't even have. I would only be able to have 1. So for the fact that I got 3, it's pretty smooth. You know, it's not a lot I gotta do, except for the effort that I put in to try to make the league better. But other than that, man, y'all pretty much, you know, A1 guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, realistically speaking, there's not going to be no leagues where it just run 100% smooth. You're always going to have bumps in the road, and that's fine. I don't frown upon that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do expect y'all to hold yourself account. I expect y'all to hold yourself for accountability. That's it. That's all I ask. Just like y'all hold me for accountability as the commissioner of the league to do what's right, meaning not try to get slick and do things to my players and not try to give myself the edge over anybody. You know, y'all hold me accountable for that, to run an honest league. I hold y'all accountable to be an honest individual. You know what I'm saying? And not try to, you know, get over when you know you shouldn't even be trying to get over. But like I said, ain't a big deal. It's not something that we have a lot of problems with, but every now and then you got to touch on things just to let people know, you know, what's what. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But the league's been pretty smooth, man. That's all. The league's been pretty smooth. You know, minus a couple of dudes getting into it, arguing every other day. I mean, but you know, that don't bother me. You know, it don't affect me at all. You know, I just be puzzled on how dudes can get into it so much with each other about a video game chat. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I be tripping off of. Like, yo, it's just a game. How do it be getting so personal? You know, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess there's some things I'm just never gonna understand. That's cool. But anyway, back to the predictions. I got Rico to win this game over Miami, even though I think Miami is starting to get better game by game. I'm gonna see how he pull this one out. I'm not gonna lie. If mess around and be close, I'm not gonna be too surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take Buffalo to win this one. But I got it to be pretty close. I'm gonna go Buffalo 28, Miami 21. Next we got DK left. Yeah, DK left the league. So this will be the force. This will be a force for Browns. Yeah, man. Anybody that hear this that know about that, you know, speak to DK, let them know I hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not like him just to leave the league like that. You know, and especially when out hollering at me. You know, DK been rocking with me for a couple of years now with this Madden. So I hope all is well on his behalf. You know what I'm saying? If anybody kick it with him, let him know. You know what I'm saying? I'm wishing him all the well. And if you know he want to get back in at a later date, that's fine. But I understand sometimes duty calls and you don't get a chance to you know, play in leagues the way you would like to. I totally get it. But hope all is well, DK. Holla at your boy when you get a chance. Patriots and Jets. Malma against Naruto. I'm going with Naruto to win this one. It's been a long season for Malma. I'm going with Jets in this one. I'm gonna go 35-10. Next we got Vikings and Cowboys. Vikings trying to snap that losing streak. Wait, did the Vikings they didn't play. Oh, it was a fair sim. All right, it was a fair sim. Vikings got the win. That was a big game too. I don't know why they should have made sure they got a chance to play it, but they didn't. And unfortunate, because that was a big win for the Vikings over the Lions. The Lions was in first, but you know, hey, it happens sometimes. But yeah, so Vikings finally snapped that losing streak. He's going against the Cowboys, who lost a tough game last week to the Eagles. I got Vikings this week, man. I think Vikings pulls it out against the Cowboys. Give me Minnesota this week over the Cowboys. 27-20. 27-20 Vikings over the Cowboys on the road. Chiefs and Texans, good game right here. I got my Texans jerseys out. I'm rooting for the Texans in this one over the Chiefs. I think I'm one game behind the Chiefs in my division. So if Chiefs lose this one, I got a bye week. So if Chiefs lose this one, we'll be tied for first in this division. Texans undefeated, man. They've been playing great ball. Trey Dog is a good user though. Trey Dog is a tough out, you know what I'm saying, for anybody. So I expect this to be good, but I gotta go with the team that's undefeated right now. They're hot, they at home. I'm going with the Texans in this one. Give me Texans 31, Chiefs 23. 31-23 Texans over the Chiefs. Next we got Packers and Rams. E-Ball against Teddy. I made a comment about E-Ball ever since he made that trade from last season with Washington. His team haven't been the same. He told me he's sitting pretty over in that division. I'm curious to know what pretty means to him, because in life, men we look at women and we say some women is pretty, and some would look at that woman and be like, what woman you talking about? You know what I mean? So everybody got their own definition of pretty. So I'm curious to know what's E-Ball's definition of pretty. You understand? I don't know. I know I have an idea what pretty is. I know what I think pretty is. And pretty is not what he's sitting in that division. I don't care what he say. Ever since he made that trade last season, and oh yeah, the team he traded with, which I told him was a weird, crazy trade, won the Super Bowl. But not only that, that trade didn't help him none at all. His offense didn't do nothing crazy. I don't know. I don't know what E-Ball think about over there. Maybe I'm speaking Spanish or something. But he's going against the Rams, and like I said, Teddy's one of them guys that his game been improving week to week. His game been improving. I'm gonna take the Packers to win this one, the close one, but I'm telling you now, if this game is won by the Rams, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if the Rams win this game. I'm going to take the Packers just because I feel like he heard me talking about him, so he's going to try to go all out to prove me wrong. But I like the way the Rams been playing, but I'm going to take the Packers, man. But I got it to be pretty tight. Give me Packers 31, Rams 27. Next we got Colts and Chargers. Scott going against Rocket. Give me upset in this one. Give me Colts. Scott haven't been able to play as much lately. Work been keeping him pretty busy, but I think that he'll find a way to play this one. And if he do, I like him for the upset in this one over the Chargers. Like I said, Chargers is right there in that division, but I think they're gonna fade off in that second half. And I think it pretty much starts here. He lost last week. I think he lose again this week to the Colts. Even though he's at home, I think the Colts win this one. Give me the Colts 24, Chargers 20. We got Third World, Tampa Bay Bucks going against Coils, Carolina Panthers. Probably game of the week right here. This is a division game, so this is very important right here. I believe Panthers lead the division, so this is even definitely a tough, important game right here, and a tough game. I'm gonna go home team in this one. I think it'll be close though. I mean, I give Third World a great shot to win this. If he wins, I won't be surprised. I mean, he can win this game very well, but I'm just gonna run with the home team in this one. And I don't think it'll be too much points scored. I'm gonna go Panthers 16, Bucks 13, low scoring game. 16-13 Panthers over the Bucks. Then we got Born Ready going against the Lions, going against the champ. Murph, Washington football team. Washington still undefeated in this one. Have yet to lose. I'm gonna go Washington in this one. Born Ready's a good player. I just don't know if he have the pieces over there just yet to compete with this Washington offense right now. So we'll see. But I like Washington in this one. I'll go Washington 33, Lions 21. 33-21, Washington over the Lions. And this is a force for 49ers. So yeah, y'all, we wrapped up the predictions, the recap. Got some big games going down this week. And I'll see y'all on the next advance. I'm on the bye week right now, so I get to sit back and watch, and see, what's what. But yeah, I'll holler at y'all, on the get back. I'm out.